Okay, so it's been another week. Where am I this week? Well, I'm really thoroughly hating my job right now, but it's all I've got. I really need the money, but it's not really paying all that well. And when I analyzed it, it's really not doing as much for me as my first job was when I first came down here. When I look at the number of hours I invest as opposed to the hours they track because of all of the travel time and the extra time, and then considering the extra food that I'm spending on this job that I wasn't spending back then, and gas money and, everything else. So the job itself is terrible, and like I was hoping to work lots of overtime. Not only are they not offering overtime, there's a holiday this week that I don't get paid for. There's no way to make up the time, so I'm not even getting regular time. And that is definitely not helping me and my financial situation. But on the other side, on the other hand, I was looking this past weekend and thinking, well, why am I investing so much money in food to go and work at someone else's job when I really need to be investing food at least in myself on my weekends? I'd been not going out to eat and not eating extravagantly on weekends to try to save food, but that meant I wasn't getting much done on the weekend, which is my time to actually get stuff done. So I've made a conscious decision to make sure that I'm eating well at least on the weekend when it's my time, and we'll figure out how I can save some money during the week. So this past weekend, I did make it a point to get some socializing done because I've been kind of lonely and craving socialization. So I did go out on Saturday to try to hang out with some friends. I got dressed up nice, but then when I got there, even though it was kind of a drive, I didn't really see all that many people I knew all that well, and even the people I did know were kind of busy, talking to people they saw a little bit more often and more frequently. And so I hung around for kind of an hour, sort of trying to get attention, or I don't know what, see someone, hope someone else would show up. But after an hour, I decided, you know what, this just sucks. So I came home so that I could cut my losses and make use of my evening. And that evening I got to Skype with a friend, so at least I got some socialization in there. And I don't know. But I did at least feel better after that. This weekend, like I said, I made it a point to eat more and better because it's my time to actually get stuff done. And so I worked on a project. I did finalize the numbers on my prototype and I've started putting it together. I cut out all the pieces for it, and so I'm hoping I can get that done over the course of this next week. I've got a holiday, I've got time, so I might as well use it. I know I've got a couple of other projects. I'm thinking maybe I'll put together a chair or a boat, but one project at a time. So I'm going to work on this one and make sure that I finish it, because I know I have a bad personal tendency not to finish what I start. So one thing at a time. Other than that, I know that I mentioned I had gotten a new game. I've been playing it a little bit, but I don't really have the time to fully appreciate it. And in the game, the name of the game is Trillion. So a really nasty boss monster has invaded your world, and it's your job to raise up your family and love interests to be powerful enough to fight it and banish it from the world, because you get killed in the initial attack and you're nothing but a zombie, so you can't fight it yourself. So it's kind of an entertaining idea. It tries to play with the idea of, terrible sacrifice for stuff and whatever, but mostly I'm just having fun playing with the number system and trying to get all of the stats to work the way I want them to and figure out, where all of the different things go. So the game is okay, but mostly I'm just trying to stay productive and stay useful in my own life and keep my priorities straight and figure out how I can save more money, because I've got to do something better. But I should get a paycheck this Friday, and I can analyze and figure out where I am there. Hopefully I'll get something paid down, even though this job doesn't even pay as well as the money I was getting when I first came down here.